Checking in from Nashville, Atlanta. Oh, we're fired up. We are fired up. Let's go. All right, it's now 7:01 Pacific Standard Time. Just want to give Mayor Gabriel Reyes a shout out for putting this call together and setting up this Zoom call. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. If you're ready, give me some fire emojis. We got to bring the energy up because we got a phenomenal mentor that's coming on the line right now. I want to see some fire emojis in the chat before we bring this guy up. I need to see some fire, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know, I know some people may not know how to find the fire emojis. If you can't find the fire emojis, give me some dollar signs. Fire emojis and dollar signs. There we go, fire emojis. That's right. Well, let's get this call started. We put this call together tonight to put together a special training, okay? To make sure you guys are guided in the right direction so you could be successful in your business. So, our mentor, Mr. Brandon Boyd, master trader, Chairman 50, an exceptional, brilliant man and leader, was able to take time out of his busy day, and we appreciate it, to come on and give you guys a simple training on the business and mindset and the proper expectations on what you need to have to be successful in this business. So, with no further ado, I want to bring up Mr. Brandon Boyd. Gabriel Reyes, if you can unmute him, I see him on the line, and I'll hand you over to control.
Good to go. Good to go. Can you hear me loud and clear?
We can hear you loud and clear, Brandon.
Okay, awesome. Well, guys.
And one thing, Gabe, can you turn off the exit chimes, the enter and exit chimes, if you can, please? Thank you.
Yes, that'd be awesome, Mayor, if you can actually take care of that. Guys, I'm super excited to have the opportunity to be on tonight on this leadership call. I've got some things that I want to share with you that I really think is going to make a difference for you. I realize that there's a lot of people who are focused on trading, which I think is great. There's some people who are focused on building, which is phenomenal. And what I'm going to talk about tonight will actually affect both of those things. So whether you're trading, whether you're building, or if you're doing both, that's completely, in fact, I was able to actually turn it off myself. Hopefully that doesn't come on anymore. But, and by the way, guys, the call is recorded to the cloud. So, but one thing I want to tell you is that whether you're trading, whether you're building, what I'm going to tell you guys tonight is going to affect both. And I have prepared some things that if you guys take some notes on even a few of the things that I share, I think it's really going to make a difference for you. One of the things I want to talk about with you is what I call the chairman formula. Now, just so you know, when I say chairman formula, this is a formula that works with trading. Number one is faith. You got to have belief. Okay, belief is the biggest thing. You go back to Think and Grow Rich or any other success book out there, they talk about that belief is the main thing. You have to have the faith and belief that this is something that can actually work for you. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is attitude. You got to have the belief, but you also got to have the attitude. I'm not just talking about just a positive attitude, because attitude is not everything. Attitude is the difference maker. Does that make sense? Because you can have a positive attitude all you want, but the reality is if you don't have the faith, belief, and the action, then a positive attitude is not going to get you very far. But a good attitude is going to make the difference. So step one is faith, the belief. Step two is the attitude. And then step three is consistent action. Okay, so faith plus attitude plus consistent action. That is a formula that I've used for many years that's helped me become successful also in this company as well, because I've applied these principles that I'm getting ready to share with you guys with my trading. I apply them to the business side. So what I want to talk about first is faith. Okay, so we're going to talk about belief. We hear this a lot from David Amanite. We hear it a lot from Alex Morton and others. Belief. And this is what I believe about faith. Number one, it is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. That's right, from Martin Luther King Jr. He said, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the full staircase, right? Because the reality is that sometimes, guys, you're not going to see everything. You're not going to see everything from the beginning, but guess what? The reality is this. In your own mind, you have to see and call the things that are not as though they already were. So it's taking the first step regardless, okay? And one of the things that I tell people is that you have to doubt your doubts before you doubt your faith. I think sometimes we have invested in our doubts. We have invested in our fears. We have not fully invested in our faith and our beliefs. So one thing that I would propose to you guys tonight is doubt your doubts before you doubt your faith. Because what I believe is that faith is trusting in God even when you don't understand why things are happening the way they are. Some of you right now, let's be real. Some of you are in a situation right now with your life where with this whole situation that's been going on around the world, things are in turmoil. Yet you can still have that trust in God or the universe or whatever it is that you guys believe in, having that faith and being able to trust even when you do not understand why things are happening the way they are, that you still have that belief that things are moving for you, that things are moving towards you in a positive way. Faith is being able to move forward regardless of the circumstances around you. Every one of you guys got problems. We all got problems. Welcome to the club. However, the difference between those who are successful and those who are unsuccessful is that the people who are successful move forward regardless, because a lot of times we dislike the same things. The difference is that regardless of the circumstances and regardless of the problems around us, we keep moving forward, right? That's faith. It's like I said, you got to call. When I say call, I actually like to say believe. You have to call or believe the things that are not as though they already were. Okay? So in your mind, that is the belief that you have to have. If you want to have a six-figure trading account, you actually have to see it in your mind. And you'll hold it in your hand. That's what Bob Proctor says, right? See it in your mind, you'll hold it in your hand. Eventually, if you don't quit, you're going to win. Because what my belief is, desire. And when I say desire, I'm talking about a burning desire, not a kind of desire. A burning desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. Because I think sometimes when people see, whether it's our compensation plan or the trading and the money that people are making, they don't really believe. But that's why I say that desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. Okay? So that's step number one in the formula for success. And step two, I want to talk about this for a second. Step two, hope you guys are taking some notes. Okay? Attitude. What I said earlier is that attitude is not everything, yet attitude is the difference maker. Attitude is the difference maker. And here's why. Because an attitude, meaning you guys are leaders. So a leader's attitude is going to be caught more quickly by the people that are around you than even is their actions. Because sometimes people are not inspired by the actions, but they are inspired by a positive, optimistic attitude that you have. So my wife, when we were dating, she called me the incurable optimist. And what that really meant is that you're so optimistic about things that you can't be cured. right, is the negativity. And it's not that I don't think down thoughts. It's not that I don't have those negative thoughts. We have 50,000 thoughts a day on average. Of course, we're going to have thoughts that are negative. However, I consciously think all the time about my thoughts. And so my team is able to see that my attitude, the majority of the time, is actually very good. You know, there's only some times, and it would be usually to my leaders, meaning Jason Brown or Alex Morton or those guys, right? Or maybe I share a few things with them that I'm kind of frustrated with that I need help on, right? Because people, they may hear your words, but they feel your attitude. So you may be talking leadership, you may be talking personal development, you may be talking that trading is awesome, you may be talking that the business is great, but they feel your attitude. Remember, it's all about your tone. It's all about your attitude, because people can see that you exude that energy. And here's what I believe. If you transform your attitude, God will transform your life. If you don't believe in God, then the universe, by the natural laws, will transform your life. If you transform your attitude, I really believe this. If you guys went on a 7-day fast and you said, I'm not going to say anything negative for 7 days, nothing, whether it's to my spouse, my team, my coworkers, my kids, no negativity for 7 days. And not just no negativity, I'm going to actually start putting positive words out there to people. If you transform your attitude, God will transform your life. That's something that I fully believe, because up until the time I was 19 years of age, I can't say I had a great attitude. All right. I was very driven. I was in sports, extremely driven, but my attitude was not the best. When I turned 19 and I got into personal development, everything changed in my favor. Okay. If you transform your attitude, God will transform your life, because the only thing that we can control in our lives, guys, is our attitude. That's the reality, because 10% of life is actually what happens to us, yet 90% is how we respond to what life throws at us. See, things happen for you, not to you. And you may say, hey, look, no, Bren, things happen to me. I didn't ask for that divorce. I didn't ask for that bankruptcy. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for the company to go under. I didn't get asked to let go. Guess what? 90% of life is all about how you respond. Every one of us has been kicked in the teeth. You guys probably saw weeks ago, I posted called The First 40 Years. All right. If you saw that video that I posted on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you realize that I've been through some hard times. All right. But 90% of how I was able to get back up quickly and get to where I'm at today and completely transform everything is because of how I responded, not reacted to that situation. Because what I believe is that your attitude is either your best friend or it's your worst enemy. It's either your greatest asset or it becomes your greatest liability. And I'll repeat that for those who are taking notes. Your attitude is either your best friend or it's your worst enemy. It is either your greatest asset or it's your greatest liability. And to me, for my life, what I've chosen is to make my attitude my greatest asset. It is the biggest thing that has set me apart from everybody else, is that Brandon always keeps that attitude of faith that things are going to work out in our favor. Not just my favor, but in our favor, in your favor. Okay? Guys, keep taking notes. Number 3, third part of the formula. Okay? Consistency. But put in parentheses action. Okay? Because when I say consistency, I'm talking about consistent action. All right? Motivation gets you going. Okay? So every day I'm doing morning motivation, right? Discipline keeps you growing. That's the difference. It's good to get motivated. But for a lot of people, they're motivated till they lose 2 trades in a row. They're motivated till one of their people quits on their team. Discipline keeps you growing. Okay? It's not motivation. It's discipline. It's daily rituals. It's routines. It's habits. Because here's what I found. It does not matter how talented you are or how many opportunities you guys have had. If you want to grow, consistency is the key. That's the reality. Again, it doesn't matter how talented you are. Got tons of talented people out there. How many opportunities you had? Some people have plenty of opportunities. If you want to grow, consistency is the key. That's the thing, guys. I'm one of those people you can count on. Okay, if I say I'm going to do something, I just do it. Whether it's a webinar, a video, or anything, you can count on me. I'm consistent. When I start something, I don't stop. 890 episodes in a row of Morning Motivation. That is not easy to do. Okay, I've produced over 600 YouTube videos, consistent with content, right? I'm consistently posting on social media, okay? Because what I believe is these small disciplines with consistency that are repeated daily lead to great achievements over time. For anybody who's read that book by Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect, what he said was small, smart choices plus time plus consistency equals the compound effect, okay? So it was those disciplines every day, making those choices and disciplining those habits, right? Consistent every day. These are repeated daily. Remember, it's part of those daily rituals. These are things I do every day, regardless of whether I feel like it or not. Because let's be real, guys, you're not going to feel like doing a whole lot of things in life. There are days I don't feel like going and exercising. I don't feel like doing cardio. I don't even like cardio, but I do it because I want to be in good health. I want to protect my heart. I want to keep that muscle strong, right? So I do it anyway. I don't wait for motivation to knock me upside the head. A lot of times that just doesn't happen. In fact, most of the time it doesn't. But the disciplines, the daily rituals, the daily routines, the daily habits, it gets me to wake up and do morning motivation anyway. It gets me to wake up. And in fact, guys, on average, I do nearly 4 webinars a day, okay? 4 webinars on a daily basis. That's not easy. That takes a lot of energy, okay? Not including that I'm actually doing the trading, doing the business building and stuff like that. And I have a wife and 6 children. So it is not easy to stay consistent with those things. But what I believe is that we become what we want in life by consistently doing the things each day that others don't feel like doing. We become what we want by consistently doing the things each day that others don't feel like doing. That's my belief. And what I believe is this, guys, if you are persistent, you will get it. However, if you're consistent, you'll keep it. And I want to repeat that, and I want to explain what I mean by this. So I said, if you are persistent, you will get it. All right? So you'll hit a rank, or you'll get your trading account to $1,000. But if you're consistent, you'll keep it. Because what happens is sometimes people will hit a rank, and they kind of get satisfied. And so then they either sit at that rank or they actually lose the rank. Consistency will help you to keep that rank and keep going. Consistency to learning the process of trading and how to become a better trader, your account will eventually grow. Because like I said, if you don't quit, you will eventually win. That's why I say if you're persistent, you will get it. Meaning you'll hit the rank. You'll get the trading account. But if you're consistent, you will keep it. You'll keep growing. You'll keep going. Because guys, I've made a lot of money in this company, okay? I've made over several $1 million in IML. Since I got in this company, I've made a lot of money, okay? And I'm not even including my trading money, okay? I've made several $1 million just from the affiliate side, not including all the money I've made trading. And that's why I say that faith plus belief, or faith with that belief, right? Plus action, and then consistency. Those are the 3 things, guys. You got to have belief, you got to have phenomenal attitude, and you need consistent action. And yes, you need all the other things. You need the right platform. You need the right mentor, all those things. But at the end of the day, the formula is I got to believe, I need a phenomenal attitude with that belief, and I need consistent action, okay? And with that, what am I going to do? I'm going to find a mentor. I'm going to work with that mentor, whoever that is. I'm going to be part of the right platform. I believe, and we believe, that you are part of the right platform, that we've got the team, that we've got the vision, and that we know if people stick to this long enough, they're going to be successful. This is the best thing I've done in 21 years. I've been in this industry now a long time. I've been free from a job for 16 years. Okay. My kids have never seen dad work a job. Now, I'm not actually not going to badmouth jobs at all, because it's because of jobs that we have what we have. But what I'm saying is I've been free from having to report to someone for 16 years. I'm telling you, it is not easy to raise a family of 8. My wife, she's actually been on a vacation with the kids for 3.5 weeks. I went for the first week and a half, and then she went to visit a sister and all this stuff. 3.5 weeks. Now listen to this. Her trip that she's on, this vacation with the kids, is all paid for in cash. Well, by credit card, of course, we get all the points, but you get the point. I don't even need to use credit cards. Okay? It's not a financed vacation. It's all paid for. In fact, if you want transparency, the whole trip was paid for by trading. Not even my chairman check. How many of you would like to say that? A $7,000 trip. It was a $7,000 trip paid for by trading. Not bad, right? Not bad. So that means that my chairman check, I get to keep every dollar of that. And we can invest it. We can put it in our bank account or whatever, right? That $7,000 that it took to pay for that trip, I made it in 1 day of trading. I paid for a 3.5-week trip in 1 day of trading. Faith, phenomenal attitude, consistent action. Guys, I could have given up years ago. When I wasn't successful trading in the beginning, I didn't even know how to trade. How could I be successful? I didn't even know how to trade. Nobody taught me, right? Eventually, I knew that I would get to the point where, besides the business side, that I really wanted to trade. That I wanted to get myself to the point where I can trade, so that my belief, my confidence would go up that I'm truly a product of the product. And with that, San, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to you. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the training. Mayor and San, I'll turn it back to you guys for any final thoughts and questions and stuff like that. I hope that some of the things I've shared with you guys tonight will make a difference. All I can tell you is what they've done for me. They've made a difference in my life. Hopefully, they will make a difference in your life as well. So I appreciate you guys for having me on here. And with that, San and Mayor, I'll turn it back to you guys.
Thank you, Brandon Boyd, for that powerful information. My goodness, I took so many notes. How many people took notes in this chat room? Give me some fire emojis. No, if you caught value tonight, give me some fire emojis. We thank you for this training tonight, Mr. Brandon Boyd, for taking the time out your day to train a team and, kind of pump us up a little bit, give us some motivation and some of that powerful information that we can apply to our own lives in the business and actually outside the business. Great stuff. Faith, belief, attitude, and consistent action. Let me open it up to Mr. Mayor Reyes. Do you have any final thoughts? I think he's in a meeting right now. But thank you guys for joining the call. We'll do more calls like this in the near future. I hope you guys have taken these notes tonight and really apply them to your lives. Note takers, they say, are money makers. So thank you for joining this call tonight. Until next time, we'll see you on the next call. This call was actually recorded to the cloud as well. So we'll send that link out shortly so we can send that out to team members who weren't able to make the call. Enjoy your night, team, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mayor Reyes here. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, send me a friend request on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content.